What's up, y'all? It's August 6th, 2026, and it's August 5th. August 5th, 2026. Ciao. Approximately 11:26 p.m. Eastern. We flipped the polls. It might be Western Gregorian calendar. I promise y'all I'm going to bed, but before I do that, I'm scrolling. I took a long nap, and I'm over here on YouTube, and I'm over on the channel O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel. And this is titled Kenny Smith's Wedding is Causing This Problem. Shout out to you, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I love this content creator. The way they present, nice, short, and simple to the motherfucking problem. Straight up. Get straight to the problem and have a solution. What's the solution? Only you will know. Alright, so this video is titled Kenny Smith's Wedding is Causing This Problem. I'm familiar with Kenny Smith through NBA. We all know with a lot of things and systems within this world, a lot of things are scripted. So, and I'm already looking at Slim's neck. Alright, anyway, get into the video. Back to you, O'Shea.
August 4th, 2026, former NBA player and commentator Kenny Smith married Croatian influencer Tia Jerkic in California. And to be honest, a lot of people were shocked because it was a Tuesday wedding. And while many celebrities and former NBA players congratulated him, a lot of other folks had something else in mind. On X, people were going in like this guy. How long till she takes half his ish? This person says, she called her one. His knees more stable than his marriage finna be. Then this photo with him and his bad knees. Haha, what does she see in him? Damn. Then the big question goes, notice how none of the NBA players married a black woman. Kenny Smith is on his third marriage technically. His first wife was named Dawn Rivas, and they met in college, and she's standing next to his son. Then there was the British model named Gwendolyn Osborne, and they divorced in 2018 after being married for 12 years. So the first thing to understand is a black man's preference, or any man's preference for that right. Kenny Smith has been married to black women, but when he engages a black woman, it's always a lighter skinned black woman. And that's one thing that we can never change, is what a man wants, and it's clearly what his desire is. Somebody who is lighter than him.
He's right, you know.
But the question is, how did he go from marrying lighter-skinned black women to marrying a Croatian influencer?
I met her in Abu Dhabi. I was there doing an event, and she had a son that was at the game. And the guy, and I'm in Abu Dhabi, and the kid comes up to me, and he's speaking like perfect English. So I'm like, where are you from? He's like, Croatia.
Now, Kenny Smith said that he was in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi, when he met Tia. Now, this is very similar to...
How did you guys meet?
In Dubai, went in her DMs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so you went to Dubai?
He lived in Dubai.
I was there for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Now, Larry Wills, the famous bodybuilder, also met a woman from Serbia, which is very close to Croatia. They were all a part of Yugoslavia, also in the UAE. And what this shows me is that when black men typically are overseas, it may give a brother an opportunity to keep his guards down. It's not uncommon for black men like Kenny Smith, who work in corporate America, to keep their guards up when they're in the United States. A lot of male commentators have been fired or lost jobs, or, let's say, for example, been accused of flirting with females on the show. We already know the Joy Taylor situation and what happened with Fox Sports. So a black man like Kenny Smith is going to keep his guard down. And that might also be the case for Larry Wills. He was also called out in the United States from his ex-girlfriend. When you have bad relationships with women in America, your guards will be up in America. But those guards can come down when you come overseas.
My grandparents raised me my whole life. They're like my best friends. This is my Instacart story.
Come overseas. And then...
You're from Croatia. So now the Dallas Mavericks are there. I'm thinking he's there with Luka.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm like, oh, you here with Luka? He's like, no, I don't know Luka. I'm just here with my mom. And so I was like, who's your mom? And he pointed. I'm like, oh, okay.
So the young man he's talking about is Dominic. And the reason why Kenny Smith is shocked because this is a kid that's black, but he's from Croatia. And if you look at Dominic, it's clear that he's black, but he's also mixed. And then Kenny Smith sees the mother. And then he continues.
I was doing the event and they were leaving the arena. And I told the security, I got to go this way. So I saw her son again. And he's like, hey, Kenny. I said, oh, we didn't get that picture.
Oh, yeah. He was like, what picture? No.
And so they took a picture. And then from then on, I was like,
How many years ago was this?
this is 2.5 years.
So he felt that this lady was so fine, he had to go out and chase after her. And then the rest is history. But there's some other things to consider about a black man like Kenny Smith. Number one, Tia Jerkic is not from a broken family. Her stepfather is Lujobo Jerkic. He was the Minister of Economy from 2002 to 2003. He's the current president of Croatian Association of Economists. So she's not a chick that was doing bad or was broke. But the next thing is that this lady loves basketball. Obviously, her son is playing basketball.
The thing is, okay, so it's the other way around. Kenny Smith didn't marry her. She married him. Yeah, he probably saying he fished her out, but you got to think of the business dynamic of it, the system of it. And Kenny is black, right? Black is more powerful than anything, right? Being black, right? The term black in their world, the term black, being black is more powerful than their money, right? However, what's happening is whatever, like they said in the comments, I wouldn't be surprised if, even though they're saying she's Croatian, if she doesn't have some type of Jewish background or some type of connection to the Jewish community. Because it seems like a lot of the NBA players are not only stepping out of race. I don't do race, by the way. However, they are marrying those who are within the Jewish community as well. All right, back to you, O'Shea.
That's also a good point. What's important was Tia Jerkic's first husband, Chris Warren, was a professional basketball player. I believe he played at the University of South Carolina, didn't make it to the NBA, but he did play overseas. And oh, by the way, he's 6'5". So there is this particular affinity that she has for black men. And so if you're a woman and you're interested in black athletes and you have a history of dealing with black athletes, it's easy to find information on this person. And this is something that most people don't understand. It's easy for Kenny Smith to call around, find out about her past, to see how she handled the divorce, to see how she handles money, all of those things. Remember, he's been divorced 2 times. And also, how can she handle a person that's traveling all throughout the year, doing sports commentary? Is she okay with that? Being a successful black man, guys, a lot of women can't handle the travel. They can't handle the lifestyle. And when you want to get married to somebody, you want to have someone who understands it. And then here's the most important part. Switching to what somebody wants. Now, if you look at her in this first photo in 2010, right? That's her and Chris Warren. This is what she looked like. That was in 2010. If you can look at what she looks like now, this woman looks completely like Kim Kardashian. In fact, I thought it was Kim Kardashian. She actually looked older in 2010 than what she looks like right now, okay? And this is the look that a lot of black athletes are going for. And this is what Kenny Smith, who probably wouldn't risk dealing with somebody in the United States that looks like this is what he wants. And I'm not hating on what people want, but this look is kind of getting old. I mean, Reggie Bush's wife kind of looks like this. Paul.
Bear with me. Her eye, it kind of glitched out. Let's see. Pay attention to her left eye.
United States that looks like this.
We're going to go back.
And this is the look that a lot of black athletes are going for. And this is what Kenny Smith, who probably wouldn't risk dealing with somebody in the United States that looks like this, this is what he wants. And I'm not hating on what people want, but this look is kind of getting old. I mean, Reggie Bush's wife kind of looks like this. Paul George's wife looks a little bit similar in a different way. But it just shows me what women are willing to do to be what a man wants. And this is how she got in, guys. She knew that looking like she was in 2010 wasn't going to be competitive. But she knew that, hey, let me get to the UAE, which is where a lot of rich guys are at. And if, like I said, I can hang around here and get around the right guy, I can get picked up. And this is exactly what has happened. And the one thing that I will say is probably a little bit different for black women is that a lot of the sisters, when they get some level of work done, it might be what they think is sexy or what they want to improve on as a woman versus looking at what the standard is. And that's one thing I noticed. When I went to Dubai, this look is very, very common, more or less than what I see like when I was in Europe. A lot of women want to look like this because this is what rich guys like. And when you are doing what rich men like, you got a better chance of being successful. And it's different when women want to give you what they want and expect that you should just react to that, when that's really not the case. And so when you look at a lot of these black men that, number one, already have their preferences, like if they already love light-skinned women, then you don't really have a chance, right? But even with the light-skinned women, going from light-skinned or mixed to another race, it's all about your looks and changing your looks to a certain degree. But also it's about experience. It's about verification. It's about, can somebody call around and see who you are? It's about the kind of family that you were raised up in. So all the things you have done once you've been around money. And a lot of chicks have a problem and they do struggle being around guys who have a successful or busy lifestyle and they're not ready for it. And it seems like this chick did a whole lot of work to get to that level. And I'm not saying you don't have black women who don't do that, but it's just difficult to see somebody who's willing to go this far. And the women that go this far typically get a level of success that many women who just don't care but still desire a man don't. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at.
Alright, so let's go on over to O'Shea's channel. Alright, and as you can see here on his home, will becoming an IG model go horribly wrong 1 month ago? Stud sleeps with her barber. Now he's paying the price. Cardi B's downfall is hard to watch. You can also go over to my channel since you're already here. Check on the view channel and go on over to the videos, or you can hit playlists. When you go to videos, you're going to see my current reaction videos. Matter of fact, go on over to playlists and tap on reaction videos. When you tap on reaction videos, you'll see my current videos, like she went solo camping with only Temu items. Did she survive? Sydney Star is going under the gel. What did it do? Kalani exposes Santeria. And Angel Heart and the 27 Club reveals what? You can also stay on the playlist channel there. Go stay there. And if you're into tarot divination, you can tap on hashtag Lost Souls Tarot playlist. And you'll see videos like Liar, Liar, Tongues on Fire. Saxophones are getting louder. If you scroll, who is Uncle Tom and what is a bootlicker? What is the curse of awareness? Scroll some more. What is keeping them up at night? What is going on at Mexico City? All right, y'all. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that darkness because of dark matter. I love y'all.